नमस्ते, वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू वन एंड ऑल प्रेजेंट हियर। मेरा नाम सरन्या राजकुमार। आप सब मुझे जानते हैं, हर जूम शो में मैं आप सबको मिल रहे हैं। आज का प्रोग्राम वेरी स्पेशल प्रोग्राम है, क्योंकि आज का प्रोग्राम में हम लोग बहुत सारे इसी हेल्थ अवेयरनेस टॉक में हम लोग बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट के बारे में हम लोग बात किए, जैसे केफ्लेक्स के बारे में बात किया है, क्लोरोफिल के बारे में बात किए, लेकिन हमारे पास एक यूनिक प्रोडक्ट है। इसके बारे में हम लोग बहुत सेशन हम लोग ज्वाइन किए हैं, लेकिन हमेशा हमें ये से है मैं बताएंगे तो श्रीधर सर के प्रोग्राम में हम लोग ज्वाइन करेंगे और बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन विच इज वेरी यूनिक इंफॉर्मेशन, क्योंकि हम लोगों को ये जो भी प्रोडक्ट हो उस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बहुत सारे स्टडीज और रिसर्च ये सब रेफर करके हम लोगों को बहुत सारे इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं। उसी तरह आज हम लोग मैंने बताया तो यूनिक प्रोडक्ट हाइड्रोजन वाटर जनरेटर मिनी के प्रोडक्ट के बारे में हम लोग आज बात करने वाले थे। और आज का सेशन में इसी सेशन को हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करने के लिए हमारे पास जुड़ चुके हैं मिस्टर सुमंत सरकार। और यस सेशन शुरू करने के पहले लेट मी से फ्यू वर्ड्स अबाउट मिस्टर श्रीधर आरुमुगस्वामी। हम सब जानते हैं सर एक्चुअली ही इज बोर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप इन मदुरई, और ही इज एन एक्स एम्प्लॉई इन केलिंग एंड ही इज अ म्यूजिशियन ऑल्सो। और सर को इसी फील्ड में 34 years एक्सपीरियंस है। क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ दिस 34 years एक्सपीरियंस, जो भी सेशन हो इट इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन फॉर अस, एंड ही गिव्स टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग अबाउट प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस एंड एल्गोरिथम्स। और सर के लिए ये सब पसंद है, लाइक कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क और हेल्थ और न्यूरो लिंग्विस्टिक प्रोग्रामिंग। बिफोर गोइंग टू द सेशन, लेट्स गो टू द इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो। Please put your hands together and please welcome Mr. Sridhar Arumugasamy, our trainer.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
So I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, first let us just thank K-Link for supporting me with a lot of instruments, because like how Saranya had said, this is a very unique product, and the output of that can be demonstrated using certain devices. So earlier to this particular session, I was not having access to those devices. So K-Link has been supporting me with those devices in terms of how you can measure. I hope it is clear. Yeah, this is 1 meter, and this is, yep. Okay, I'll keep it near my face. It'll be clear. Okay. Okay, I'll keep it near the camera.
Yes.
Okay, now you can see these are the meters that was given by the K-Link office. So thanks to them. And thanks to Coimbatore Stockist, who gave this product for me for the demonstration. And thanks to Shyam also, who have been helping me in working on the demonstration. So with that, let's just move ahead. So welcome. And on behalf of everybody, on behalf of K-Link staff and everybody, I'm welcoming you all and happy Diwali. Sumanta sir.
Yeah. सर पहले ये बोल रहे कि जितने भी मतलब ये आज जो हम लोग एक यूनिक प्रोडक्ट सेशन को लेके बात करेंगे, तो सर पहले धन्यवाद बताते हैं केलिंक को, क्योंकि केलिंक ने बहुत सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स देखो सर को बहुत सारे मदद किए हैं। और इसमें सैम सर भी धन्यवाद बताते हैं सैम सर को भी, क्योंकि सैम सर इस सेशन को मतलब चलाने के लिए थोड़ी बहुत सर को भी मदद कर रहे हैं। तो और सर सभी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को स्वागत करते हैं, और सर सभी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं भी बताते हैं।
Okay. So we all know the water, I mean the importance of water. Our body is 70% of water, and individually every product is made up of different percentage of water. You look at it, Bones are the only one which has got less amount of water. Rest everybody is going to be 70 plus. So as we eat good food, good health, same way, the goodness of the water what we consume is the one that is going to determine how healthy we are.
हमारा शरीर 70% पानी है और हर अंग पानी से बना है, और हमारे स्वास्थ्य अच्छा पानी के ऊपर में निर्भर करता है.
Okay, good. And we all know civilization. That is, man have been there for millions of years. But once he started getting the civilization into place, he started getting civilized only in the river banks. Like, for example, in Egypt, we have a river called Nile, and that is where the civilization happened. In India, we have Indus Valley civilization. So the civilization was growing only near the rivers.
हर महान सभ्यता का निर्माण नदी किनारे हुआ है. इजिप्ट सभ्यता नील नदी के किनारे हुई और मेसोपोटामिया टाइगर और यूफ्रेट्स नदी के किनारे हुई. इंडस वैली सभ्यता इंडस नदी के किनारे हुई. नदी लोगों को पीने के लिए पानी, उपजाऊ मिट्टी, खेती-बाड़ी करने के लिए प्रदान करती है, जो कि लोगों के शिकार करने और अनाज इकट्ठा करने से छुटकारा दिलाते हैं.
And then from the river, we moved on to lakes and ponds. So now this is the place where we moved on. And in this picture, I want you to see something, sunlight. You can just see sunlight is penetrating. So from rivers, we moved on to lakes and ponds.
झील और तालाब जिनकी तरफ सभ्यता अग्रसर हुई है.
And then we moved to well. I mean, I think you would find that this is all something which we would have seen in the village. Open wells. I'm repeating once again, open wells. So what did we do here? We have moved the water, which is under the earth, to the surface. Till that point, we have been relying on water on the surface. Due to some problems, humankind had to bring the water which is stored under the earth above the surface. This was the next improvement we had.
इंसान ने जमीन के अंदर से खुले कुएं द्वारा पानी को निकालना सीखा, जो कि खुले हवा और धूप में भी होते हैं.
Now, what is the importance of water? We all know H2O is water, but it is just not H2O molecule. It becomes like this. It is interconnected. So they don't stay single. As long as water is in a chain of 3 to 8, body can consume. Once the chain becomes larger than 8, body cannot consume. Point number 1. Point number 2, body does not know how to break a long chain of water into small chain of water. The only medicine or the only answer for that is sunlight.
वाटर मॉलिक्यूल अकेले नहीं रहते हैं, वो कतार बनाते हैं और 3 से 8 कतार का साड़ी ग्रहण कर सकते हैं. शरीर इन कतार को तोड़ नहीं पाते हैं, लेकिन सूर्य की रोशनी कर सकते हैं.
This is the next stage. You would find here, we are not keeping the water open to sunlight. We collected from the vessels and we brought it home. This was the next improvement. Rather, we started sucking water from the earth.
जमीन के अंदर से पानी को खींचना शुरू किया.
And this is a worst scenario. You would find that we moved water, which was down below the earth, to a tank, closed tank. And water was distributed directly to the house. We were not going to fetch water. We started using water which was sent through a pipe.
सबसे खतरनाक तरीका पानी को टैंकी में बंद करना और सीधे घरों में पहुंचाना.
And now we are relying on this. That is, you would find people have started buying water which is canned, and the technology what they have been using is RO.
अभी हम लोग किसी तीसरे पर निर्भर हैं पानी पहुंचाने के लिए, जैसे कि आरओ, रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस कहते हैं इसको.
Not only RO, we talk about UV and ozonization. But
और
we,
इसमें
yeah.
प्लीज और इसमें अल्ट्रावायलेट भी शामिल है और ओजोनाइज्ड भी शामिल है.
But if you really look at, nearly for 10 years, we all have been believing RO is the best. Isn't it? Nearly for 10 to 12 years, all of us have been believing that RO is the best method of filtering.
लास्ट 10 या 15 साल से हम लोगों को ये पूरा विश्वास था कि आरओ जो है, आरओ सबसे अच्छा पानी है.
Okay, this is Sumanta sir, you don't have to translate. See, when I learned about the RO technology, I talked to a lot of people. I told them, please do not use RO water. And they asked me a question. Are you an expert? Are you holding a doctorate in that? I said, no, but I have common sense. Then I had to explain them about what RO is. I'll just show in the next slide so that Sumanta sir can explain this.
Yes.
How does RO water work? RO water works with water being pressurized through a membrane. Now, what does the membrane do? Membrane allows water alone. Everything else is stopped. Every other organic compounds like chlorine, sodium, magnesium, calcium, all of them are stopped. So H2O is plain H2O.
आरओ जो है वो सिर्फ पानी को रखते हैं और उसके सारे खनिज पदार्थों को निकाल देते हैं. सबसे खराब पानी जो पिछले 10 सालों से हम लोग पीते आ रहे हैं अच्छे समय के लिए.
And now you can see the government has banned, which has got less than 500 TDS. Now that's understood. What are the properties of hydrogen? It is a gas. It does not have a color, no smell, no taste, and the most lightest gas is hydrogen.
हाइड्रोजन गन हीलियम से भी हल्की है. इसको बैलून्स में भी नहीं भरा जाती है. इसके कारण ये है कि हीलियम जो है वो नॉर्मल गैस जो जलती है, जलती नहीं है.
And thanks Sumanta sir mentioning helium. When we use balloons at home, you have to be very, very careful. You have, most of the time you would find that it will be only helium balloon. You just see the balloon floating now. Okay. All these sort of balloons are, most of the time it is helium. If it is a hydrogen balloon, but normally we commonly say hydrogen balloon, but hydrogen is flammable, which means if it bursts, you'd get into flame. That is why you will find that we use helium and not hydrogen in the balloons.
जब मैचिस को हीलियम भरे बैलून के पास जलाए जाते हैं तो वो फूक जाते हैं. वही अगर हाइड्रोजन भरे बैलून के पास लगाए जाते हैं तो वो ब्लास्ट करते हैं.
Be careful about that when you specifically, you have a party at home, lot of balloons, yes, and check with the person whether it's hydrogen or helium. Maybe the person might not know. He might say hydrogen, okay, but test it. All you have to do is take a small quantity of, maybe a small quantity of the gas into a balloon, take it into an open space and just light it. Then if it's a burst, ask him to get out. If it is not bursting, you can have a party. Okay. Okay, now what you're seeing on the screen is what is called as the periodic table. And you would find the most lightest element is hydrogen, which is on the top. It is the first element because it is just made up of only one electron, lightest. Yes, sir.
सर ये जो चार्ट हम लोगों को दिखा रहे हैं ये एक पीरियोडिक टेबल है और इसमें जितने भी लाइटेस्ट एलिमेंट, लाइट एलिमेंट्स जो होते हैं यहीं पे दिखा रहा है, बट उसमें सबसे लाइटेस्ट एलिमेंट्स है वो हाइड्रोजन है.
Okay, now you just have to read this. It says molecular hydrogen might be the next big thing in biomedicine. With over 300 studies published in the past decade, 10 years, suggesting beneficial effects of this novel agent. However, collecting and interpreting unbiased data using evidence-based approach is a must to provide the best guidelines in making decisions about the use of hydrogen in health and disease, said by Professor Sergej Ostich. No, you don't have to do any sort of a conversion. Just all of you can just read this. Now, the doctor clearly says there are a lot of studies going on and there are results which are very positive. So soon in the future, you would find molecular hydrogen is going to be one of the major source for health. Okay. Now, it's going to become a little technical. Okay. What is this oxidation and reduction? Oxidation is, Sumanta sir, you might find there are small changes in the slides, but don't bother. Okay. I just added one small GIF so that people will know how the electrons are moving. Okay. What is this oxidation and reduction? When an atom loses an electron, that is called as oxidation. And when an atom gains an electron, that is called as reduction.
एटम के साथ एटम जब इलेक्ट्रॉन को छोड़ते हैं तब उसको ऑक्सीडेशन कहते हैं, और एटम जब इलेक्ट्रॉन से जुड़ते हैं तो उसको हम लोग रिडक्शन कहते हैं. रिडक्शन, ऑक्सीडेशन का मतलब है खरन और रिडक्शन का मतलब है कम.
Okay, and oxidation, you can just see, just an example over here. Iron gets oxidized. When does iron get oxidized? When it is exposed to oxygen or when it is exposed to water. This is the result of oxidation. The same way how iron rusts, same way the cell also, the body, the cells and the tissues will also get a rusted form when there is an oxidation happening.
Okay.
Clear? Fine. And this is what I want all of you people to just see, that small picture which is there in the corner. Okay. Now, it is chemistry. It is little chemistry, but I want you to understand. When electrons are pairs, that is the jodi, they rotate in the opposite direction. And because of the rotation in the opposite direction, it is balanced. Okay, because this is a very easy to understand. That is why I told Sumanta sir, I'm going to show a small picture. Okay, in that picture, you will find two electrons are rotating and they are rotating on the opposite direction. So as long as they are rotating in the opposite direction, because of that electrical charge, it is stable. But once one of them is removed, the other one becomes unstable.
सर आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हमेशा जोड़ में रहते हैं. अगर एक खो जाए तो दूसरा अपने संतुलन खो देते हैं. साधारणतः अणु स्थिर होते हैं. हाइड्रोजन और हीलियम जो है अपने वो भी स्थिर होते हैं दो इलेक्ट्रॉन के साथ.
It's not only hydrogen or helium. As long as the outermost orbit, okay, if it's got 2 or 8, it is supposed to be stable. But the fundamental thing is, as long as there is a pair, it is stable.
It's stable.
Once the pair is lost, it becomes unstable. So once it becomes unstable, it wants to become stable. So how does it become stable? From the next atom, it will just take one electron and bring it inside so that it becomes stable. And that is called as free radical. Got it? Everybody? Now, this is also one more picture. This is, you can see here, this is how it is. It's little, you will find that it is not actually, people, anybody, in case if you are interested, just a small information. Electrons actually don't go on a cycle, not a chakra. It goes on a wavy pattern, but it is stable. Now, this is how actually you will find that the electrons move. You will find that it is not going on a circle. It looks like a circle because of the speed, but otherwise it is wavy. Okay, good. Now let's look at it. So here, there is a nucleus, and you can see there are orbits and electrons are there. You can see everything has got 2. As long as there is a pair, it is stable. Once it loses, it becomes a free radical.
जब एक अणु, okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. सर, जब एक अणु इलेक्ट्रॉन खोते हैं तो वो फ्री रेडिकल बन जाते हैं.
Okay. So the free radical, once again, you need to understand. Do we say all free radicals are? No, it is not bad. I keep repeating this. Free radicals are not bad, because when we use the word chemical reaction, chemical reaction means exchange of electrons. So even if you eat food, when the food is getting digested, it is a chemical reaction, but the body knows what is happening. So it will be able to control the free radical because the body knows there is a free radical happening. Only when it is uncontrolled, it becomes a problem. Okay. And the next slide talks about where do you have this? This once again very important because you would find that when we talk about hydrogen, we talk about size. So what is the antioxidants bioactivity? There are two types of actions, enzymatic, non-enzymatic. And I don't think the terms are not difficult. The first one, superoxide dismutase. I think most of you, all the old timers, if you remember the T what we had, it is called as SODT. So that is an enzymatic action. Vitamins are non-enzymatic. And talking about solubility, some of them are water soluble like vitamins, and some are fat soluble. And the size. So these are the three important things we should know about antioxidants: the bioactivity, the solubility, and the size. Yes, sir.
एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स एंजाइम खतरनाक ऑक्सीडेटिव प्रोडक्ट्स को हाइड्रोजन पेरोक्साइड में बदलते हैं और फिर पानी में बहुत सारे प्रोसेस से गुजर के और कॉपर, जिंक, मैग्नीशियम और आयरन की उपस्थिति में फ्री रेडिकल्स को भी खत्म करते हैं.
Sumanta sir, can you just say that once again very slowly? I want all of you people to listen. There's a beautiful reaction, so please listen. Can you just say that once again, whatever you said?
Okay. एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स और एंजाइम खतरनाक ऑक्सीडेटिव प्रोडक्ट्स को हाइड्रोजन पेरोक्साइड में बदलते हैं और फिर पानी में बहुत सारे प्रोसेस से गुजर के और कॉपर, जिंक और मैंगनीज और आयरन के उपस्थिति में फ्री रेडिकल्स को खत्म करते हैं.
So you have to understand that now we will find that he talked about minerals, copper, zinc, iron. So you can see it is just not blindly water. It is just not blindly SOD. The work of antioxidants require the support from minerals also, so that you will know. So we are not here to just say, just keep drinking water, everything is going to be fine. You have to support water also because we have a lot of other products with excellent antioxidants. Along with this, we have to have the H2 also. Now, what about free radicals? Whatever, for example, energy conversion, digestion, body knows. Exercise, body knows you're exercising, so it knows. But when it comes down to air pollution, the body does not know. Cigarette smoke, the smoker will know, but the passive smoker will not know. The same way you would find that these are the various things that can cause free radical, sir.
फ्री रेडिकल्स हम लोगों को कहां से मिलते हैं? जैसे कि स्ट्रेस होता है, सिगरेट स्मोकिंग होता है, ड्रग्स, एंटीबायोटिक्स, वायरसेस, बैक्टीरिया, अल्कोहल, ये सभी से हम लोगों को फ्री रेडिकल्स अंदर में आ सकते हैं.
And if you remember, I talked a lot about household chemicals. A couple of weeks back, I talked about household chemicals, whatever we use, they are a major reason also for free radicals. Not only that, stress, lack of sleep.
Yeah,
most important, processed food, biscuits, ice creams. You understand this? So it is just not blindly because of pollution, because of disease. These things, when it happens, body does not know. That's where the danger is.
सर, ये भी हम लोगों को अलर्ट कर रहे हैं कि बहुत सारे हाउस होल्ड प्रोडक्ट्स और प्रोसेस्ड फूड्स से भी हम लोगों को फ्री रेडिकल्स मिल सकता है, जैसे कि आइसक्रीम हो या कोई जंक फूड हो या कोई फास्ट फूड हो, वहां से भी हम लोगों को फ्री बॉडी में फ्री रेडिकल्स जनरेट हो सकता है.
And I would like to correct Sumanta sir. It is not fast food, convenience food.
Convenience food. Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is not fast food. So we just say fast food, but it's only convenience food.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And what is this oxidative stress? As long as there is a balance between antioxidants and free radical, all is well. But the moment you would find that free radical is becoming heavy, that is called as oxidative stress. So when it happens to oxidative stress, lot of free radicals, and that would give trouble to the body. That is called as oxidative stress. And I'll complete this. Okay, I'll complete. Sorry. What happens when you have an oxidative stress? A normal cell, okay, free radical damaged. And further, if it is worse, look at more severe oxidative stress can cause cell death. There are two types of cell death, apoptosis and necrosis. Okay, cell is dying. So whether it's going to be apoptosis, necrosis, doesn't matter. But this is going to be the basic problem with oxidative stress. Sir.
ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस असंतुलन होता है बढ़ाने वाला फ्री रेडिकल्स और घटाने वाले के बीच में। सपोज आप समझिए कि पहले वाला जो वो नॉर्मल सेल होते हैं, फ्री रेडिकल्स क्या करते हैं, कोशिकाओं की जितना भी कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं उसको खत्म करते हैं। और ज्यादा से ज्यादा अगर मोर सीवियर अगर ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस होते हैं तो उसमें क्या होता है, कोशिकाओं की भी मृत्यु भी हो सकती है।
And look at the what are the oxidative stress can cause? Cancer, vision loss. We're talking about eye, and vision loss is not only because of free radical, even bad light, which we have been talking a lot. Heart disease, arthritis, stroke, respiratory. You can just see a list of problems are all because of oxidative stress.
ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस बहुत सारे बीमारियों को पैदा करते हैं, जैसे कि कैंसर हो, विजन लॉस हो, हार्ट डिजीज, आर्थराइटिस, स्ट्रोक, रेस्पिरेटरी, ऐसे बहुत सारे बीमारियों को ये पैदा करते हैं।
I just wrote one more slide, which is more arranged, talking about heart, what are the problems, skin, what are the problems, kidney, joints, lungs, brain, immune system, blood vessels, multi-organ, eyes. You can just see every single major problem is because of one single reason, oxidative stress.
ये जो चार्ट दिखा रहे हैं ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस कितना खतरनाक हो सकते हैं, ये चार्ट में पूरा मेंशन किया हुआ है। जितने भी डिजीज है, हार्ट, स्किन, किडनी, जॉइंट्स, लंग, ब्रेन, इतने सभी डिजीजों का मतलब सभी जो ऑर्गन्स जो है, ये ऑर्गन्स में कि क्या क्या डिजीज हो सकते हैं ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस की वजह से, ये मेंशन किया हुआ है यहाँ पे।
Okay, so this is a cell, okay, nucleus, and the orange guys are the free radicals and the blue guys are the antioxidant. More antioxidant, healthy it is. So who is the savior of these issues? It's going to be antioxidant.
सही है।
Okay, understood? So more the antioxidants, less the problems. So who's going to the only person? It's just going to be this. And the second thing we talked about, we talked about how we lived. We talked about what is the importance of hydrogen, and we talked about what is oxidative stress. Now let us understand what is this ORP. Okay, it says oxidation reduction potential. Now I'm just going to read it. So ORP is a measurement. Say for example, like temperature. Temperature can be measured in terms of centigrade or Fahrenheit. Same way, anything, it can be food, it can be drinkable liquid, it can be juice, anything can be measured with the help of ORP. Substances with negative ORP will donate ions, and positive ORP will take ions. So the highlighted point, all substances look for a state of stability. Let me go through slowly. All substances look for a state of stability. Either by giving, they become stable, or by grabbing, they become stable. So free radical needs an antioxidant can give. So by giving, antioxidants become stable, and by getting, free radical becomes stable. And when the water what we consume has a negative ORP value, that is rich in antioxidants. Talking about anti-aging or cellular health. Sumanta sir, do you need to do this in Hindi? Yeah, please.
Yes. I'm doing it.
Yeah, please sir.
ORP जो है वो आयन एक्सचेंज का मेजरमेंट होता है। ये जितना नेगेटिव होगा उतना अच्छा होता है। जब आपका पानी नेगेटिव ORP में रहते हैं तो वो एंटीऑक्सीडेंट का काम करते हैं, जो कि आपके उम्र को घटाते हैं और आपके कोशिकाओं की स्वस्थ बढ़ाते हैं।
And the fifth point, once again, all substances look for a state of stability. Nobody wants to be unstable. So free radicals, by getting an electron, they become stable, and antioxidants, by giving, they become stable, which means you will find that the need is very, very important. And this is something which this slide was given by Kaling for me. I did not do this measurement. It's a beautiful measurement. Tomato, minus 23. Pineapple, minus 68. Onions, minus 74. Orange, minus 27. Okay. And then we have orange juice. Okay. 120. Positive. Bottled. Now, do you understand? Processed food, sports drink. Okay. I also have done this demo. Okay. Plus 195. Okay. Bottled water, plus 149. My results are worse. Okay. Ion drink, so-called bottled ion drink, plus 162. But the hydrogen water, what we have, minus 303. Okay. This is what they have given. And I found, okay, the hydrogen water, what we have is much, much, much better than minus 303. Okay. So thanks to Kaling for this. Yep, please.
यहाँ पे जितना भी सर कुछ मेजरमेंट दिखा रहे हैं जो केलिंग से दिया हुआ है, जैसे कि टमाटर में minus 23, पाइनएप्पल में minus 68, ऑनियन में minus 74, ऐसे वगैरह वगैरह सब दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे। तो यहाँ पे जितना भी नेगेटिव आयन का जो नेगेटिव जो आया है मेजरमेंट, वो सबसे अच्छा है हम लोगों के लिए।
And in fact, you would find that this I had created. In fact, I had made some adjustments over here. Of course, I tested the green tea. The green tea, what we have, which I am drinking now, okay, has minus 100. In fact, it's more than minus 100. And the hydrogen water, what we are going to talk about today, was more than minus 400 negative. And all the bottled, purified RO distilled water was bad, as this particular slide says. And not only that, the sports drink, I will show you the number. Amazingly, you will find that I also have a video for that to be known. So remember, negative ORP is good, positive ORP is bad.
हाइड्रोजन वाटर का जो ओआरपी होते हैं बहुत ज्यादा नेगेटिव होते हैं, जो आपके स्वास्थ्य के अच्छे लाभ देते हैं। सर जो यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं कि जो नेगेटिव जो होगा, नेगेटिव ओआरपी जो होगा वो सबसे लिए हमारे लिए अच्छा होगा सेहत के लिए, और पॉजिटिव जो होगा, पॉजिटिव ओआरपी जो होगा वो हमारे स्वास्थ्य के लिए बहुत खराब है।
Okay, now let us look at what is this hydrogen water. Simple water mixed with hydrogen gas, ingested with hydrogen gas is called as hydrogen water. Definition.
हाइड्रोजन जो पानी है एक नॉर्मल पानी होता है जिसमें हाइड्रोजन गैस मिली होती है।
And what are the benefits? Okay, remember I talked about the doctor's statement. It clearly says a series of tests conducted by scientists around the world. Okay, lot of universities. It's good for inflammation, diabetes, muscle pain, specifically exercise induced. Honestly, I am limping today. Honestly, okay, I might not limp and show you. I have a small problem in my leg. I don't know how I twisted my leg. All I have been doing is right from afternoon, I have been drinking a lot of this hydrogenated water. I have not applied any cream. I have not applied no iodex or no roll-ons. I have been drinking, trust me, my limping has reduced a lot just by drinking hydrogenated water. From afternoon till evening, I have been drinking hydrogenated water. I am standing proof. Joint pain, heart disease, cancer, kidney disease, Alzheimer's, and dementia. That's going to be very, very important. Okay. Low energy and aging, for all of them have been tested. And these are the benefits of hydrogen water.
हाइड्रोजन पानी के जो है उसका ऊपर कड़िका यहाँ पे मेंशन किया हुआ है, जैसे कि इन्फ्लेमेशन, डायबिटीज, मसल पेन, जॉइंट पेन, हार्ट डिजीज या एबनॉर्मल कोशिकाओं का जो ग्रोथ होता है, किडनी डिजीज, अल्जाइमर डिजीज, ये सबको ये कम करता है।
And tell them about my leg pain.
एक्चुअली सर का जो लेग पेन होता है सर वो मतलब महसूस कर रहे हैं, तो अभी सर आज सारा दिन नियर अबाउट हाइड्रोजन जो पानी है वो सारा दिन ले रहे हैं, और इसके ये लेने से सर का मतलब ये पैर का जो दर्द है वो थोड़ा कम हो रहा है।
Okay, good. Now there's a small comparison. How much amount of ORP or how much amount of antioxidants? When you compare, I mean, all of them are good, but we have to compare the quantity. So 1.5 liters of hydrogen water is equal to 756 bananas, 516 apples, 38 carrots. Now, what does that tell us? Carrots are much better than banana and apple. Got the point? Okay, you need to understand this. Not only talk about hydrogen water, you have to understand this equation. It means the carotenoid not only have got vitamin A, not only good for eyes, has got very rich amount of hydrogen it can fight against the free radicals because of the antioxidants.
1.5 लीटर जो हाइड्रोजन वाटर है वो समानता मेंटेन करते हैं कि जैसे कि बनाना जो है, केला जो है वो 756 केला की समान ये हाइड्रोजन पानी जो है 1.5 लीटर, और अगर ये एप्पल के साथ इक्वेशन होता है, मतलब इक्वलिटी होता है, तो 516 एप्पल इक्वल टू हाइड्रोजन जो पानी है वो 1.5 लीटर। तो ऐसे करके इक्वलिटी मेंटेन किया है। हाइड्रोजन अगर 1.5 लीटर लेते हैं तो ये समानता मेंटेन करते हैं केला, एप्पल और गाजर और स्पिनच और पंपकिन के साथ। लेकिन इसमें और एक चीज समझना है कि 756 केला खाने से बेहतर है कि 38 अगर कैरोट्स गाजर अगर हम लोग खाएं, तो इसमें एंटीऑक्सीडेंट बहुत ज्यादा होता है।
So eat a lot of carrots. Now, how do we convert water into a better one? So when we put this water into a K-Link hydrogen water generator mini, okay, mini because it is small, it becomes water, okay? So water to water, all you need is this particular machine. And how do we do this? And we will just look at that in detail, okay? Cool.
हम लोग पानी को कैसे और बेहतरीन बना सकते हैं, और बेहतरीन बनाने के लिए हम लोगों के पास है केलिंग का हाइड्रोजन वाटर जनरेटर मिनी। तो इससे हम लोग एक बेहतर पानी बना सकते हैं।
Okay. Now, maybe a small insertion, because a small introduction, Sumanta said this slide might not have. Okay. Oxidants are of different types. Okay. Now, this slide, you don't have to understand. That's the most important thing. You have to understand K-Link is just not blindly training you. K-Link does a training which is scientific. Okay, here you can see we have 7 different types of oxidants. Okay, 7 different types. Now, I mean, even honestly, if you ask me how many of them I know only 2 or 3 of them. Okay, I know only 2 or 3 of them because there's something more scientific. That is not the purpose behind it. But we have to understand the product what we are going to use is highly scientific. Okay, now look at the slide. Hydrogen selectively eliminates only the harmful free radicals, the hydroxyl radicals. You have to understand this. Talking about selectivity, it got about 3 things: selectivity, size, and the blood-brain barrier. So selectivity means hydrogen, when it becomes an antioxidant, works only against 2 specific free radicals, not all, because remember, not all all free radicals are bad. Some of them happen, but this is selectively the most dangerous free radicals will be killed by hydrogen.
So I'm just explaining a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just see this. There are 2 things which it works against. That is this one, hydroxyl radical, and the last one, peroxynitrate. These are the 2 free radicals which will be killed by, which will be scavenged. I don't use the word scavenged by hydrogen. Yes, sir.
बहुत सारे रासायनिक प्रतिक्रिया की वजह से ऑक्सीडेंट विभिन्न प्रकार की होती है। अभी हम लोग देख पा रहे हैं कि नियर अबाउट की 7 टाइप की ऑक्सीडेंट्स है, और हाइड्रोजन सभी फ्री रेडिकल्स को नहीं मारता है, कुछ खास तरह की फ्री रेडिकल्स को ही मारते हैं।
Okay, so I'll just read this. As a potential antioxidant agent, molecular hydrogen has a number of advantages. First thing, it works only against hydroxyl and peroxynitrate. It does not touch anybody else. Second, hydrogen has not been reported to be dangerous. Second. Third, there are many ways by which you can take, and which means, for example, you can take it as a gas, you can take it into water. You would find, thirdly, is that hydrogen can diffuse extremely rapidly into tissues because it is very, very small. So these are 3 things. Point number 1, it works only against hydroxyl and peroxynitrate. Second, even if there is an overdose, no issues. Third, its diffusion into tissues is much, much stronger than anything else. So these are the 3 points talking about selectivity.
selectivity.
Okay, and then the size. Look at the size. We all, I don't know, most of the people who have been reading about health, we would have talked about CoQ10, or the coenzyme Q10. In between, there was a company who was talking about our products are CoQ10, and they did a lot of sale. But yes, CoQ10 is very good, no doubts about it. Vitamin E is very good, vitamin C, but you look at the size of all of them. Molecular hydrogen is the most smallest antioxidant.
मॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन जो है वो सबसे छोटा एंटीऑक्सीडेंट है.
And the third point, blood-brain barrier. This is something amazing. I mean, this is why I said thanks to Kaling, because I did not know about this. I did not know about this. Actually speaking, what is this blood-brain barrier? The job of blood-brain barrier is our blood carries a lot of things, good ones and the bad ones. For example, if you have a viral attack, you would find that the viruses and the bacteria will go through the blood. Now, nature or God has given a beautiful barrier. Brain will not take anything that is available in the blood. It is selective, and that is called the blood-brain barrier.
ब्लड ब्रेन बैरियर का काम है टॉक्सिन्स को रोकना और साथ ही साथ न्यूट्रॉन्स को तक पहुंचाना है.
What are the things that can penetrate blood-brain? Look, and I mean, Sumanta sir, I think I'll slowly explain this. Okay.
Sure,
there are many methods. There are many methods by which blood goes, or rather, brain absorbs. First, through channels. It creates a channel through which things can go. For example, hydrogen, sodium, potassium, chlorine, all of them can go through the channels. Second, membrane support. Oxygen, nicotine, caffeine, ethanol, alcohol. These things go through the membrane transport. Third, carrier-mediated transport, which means there has got to be a carrier who will take it inside the brain. Glucose, lactate, okay, amino acids, that's protein. Fourth one, receptor-mediated transport. That is, only when there is a receptor in the brain that would be accepted. Insulin, absorption-mediated systems, albumin, histone, okay, and finally, exchange of electrons, exchange of ions, called as efflux and influx. And that also, these are the 6 mechanisms by which blood will take anything inside. Amazing. You can call it as nature, you can call it as God, whoever have done it. It is an amazing, I mean, honestly, I would say, thanks to Kaling, because I did not know about it. Thanks to Shyam. Shyam just gave me and said, Sridhar, there is something called as blood-brain barrier. That's what he said. I said, Shyam, I don't know anything about it. Let me read about it. When I read it, I wanted this to be seen by all of us because of one good reason. 2 things. Thanks to Kaling. Second, thanks to God or nature. Look how beautifully the brain is being protected by this. Now, in spite of having this blood-brain barrier, because of the size of hydrogen, it can penetrate. Along with oxygen, along with amino acids, hydrogen can also go inside. Now let's understand this. Please listen carefully. There are many diseases related to brain. They are not able to find medicines. Why? Because your medicine might not be absorbed by the brain because of the blood-brain barrier. Listen carefully, please. Because of the blood-brain barrier, the pharmacology, the pharmaceutical companies, they are not able to find out medicines because they do not know whether the blood would be able to take it inside. And that is where hydrogen is coming down as a savior. Hydrogen, because of its size and the penetration possibility in the brain, for many brain-related problems, Alzheimer's, anything related to brain, hydrogen might be an answer. So, summarization, selectivity. Second, size. Third, blood-brain barrier. You will find the hydrogen is an answer for all of these things. Sumata sir.
जितने भी जो हम लोगों का जो ये हाइड्रोजन है, हाइड्रोजन 3 फेज में जैसे कि कंप्लीट होता है, जैसे कि सिलेक्टिविटी और साइज एंड लास्टली दो ब्लड ब्रेन बैरियर इसके थ्रू। और बहुत सारे ऐसे जो बीमारियों होते हैं जो बहुत सारे मेडिसिन नहीं पहुंच सकते हैं, बट हाइड्रोजन एक ऐसा उपाय है जो हर सेल्स की अंदर में ये हाइड्रोजन पहुंच सकती है।
And I was talking to one of my friend who's a doctor. He said, I just showed this picture to him. He said, Sridhar, thanks. Now I understand why when we are drunk, you have been asked to drink lemon juice. You all know, right? When somebody is drunk, you would find that next day morning you have a hangover. Everybody says, have lemon juice. So what is the purpose of a lemon juice? Because you would find that vitamin C can go down and convert the alcohol so that you will not feel that. That is why I keep saying thanks to Kaling, because it gives me a lot of knowledge. K for knowledge. Okay. Now look at it. Molecular hydrogen and its potential application in therapy of brain disorders. Straightforward. And I mean, I can just zoom it if you want to. I can just, for example, I'll try to zoom in. So here you can see, okay, let's read it. It has been known that molecular hydrogen is physiologically inert gas. Recent evidence indicates that molecular hydrogen acts as a novel antioxidant which could selectively reduce hydroxyl and peroxynitrate. And it does not affect physiological reactive oxygen species. One. Second thing is, hydrogen can be dissolved in water. So you would find that it is easy for us to take hydrogen. There are three ways. Either they give it as a gas, or they inject along with the saline, or the third is consumption through water. So this is why I'm telling you. And as I said, the blood-brain barrier is going to be a great thing which is going to be available for us. Sir, Sumata sir.
सर यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं कि जो हाइड्रोजन जितना भी मतलब बहुत सारे इफेक्टिव है, मतलब इतना छोटा साइज के लिए, और हाइड्रोजन का जो मॉलिक्यूल्स का वेट हल्का होते हैं, और इनकी वजह से ये ब्लैक ब्रेन बैरियर ये आराम से घुस जाते हैं और दिमाग की कड़िया क्षमता को बढ़ाती है.
Okay. Now, from this particular point onwards, you would find that most of the things would be available on the slides. Extracellular, intracellular. Extracellular means outside the cell. Intracellular means inside the cell. And because of the size of hydrogen, which is very small, free radicals, which is inside the cell, can be handled by hydrogen. Because vitamin E, polyphenol, vitamin C, or CoQ10, all of them are large. And they cannot be penetrating easily inside our cells. And that is, once again, you would find that for intracellular free radicals, hydrogen would be the answer. Sir.
Sir, intracellular is inside the cells and extracellular is
exactly. Intra is inside and extra is outside.
Intracellular जो होता है वो कोशिकाओं के अंदर का है, और extracellular जो होता है वो कोशिकाओं का बाहर का जो है. And then, sir.
Okay, good. Fine. So you can see hydrogen, because of the small size, it can go inside. Now, from this particular point onwards, I'm just going to just show you what is going to be on the slide. If required, I'll ask Sumata sir to join us. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty much easy to understand. Okay, good. Next. Benefits of hydrogen water. Okay, straightforward. We just saw this slide. So free radical oxidative stress causes all these problems. So you will find for all these problems, it becomes an answer. Go through that slowly. For example, pancreas and metabolism for type 2 diabetes, it is an answer. Kidney problem, it's an answer. Brain problem, it's an answer. Lung problem, it is an answer. So you can see this becomes an answer for every problem, whatever we have. What are the benefits? Sumanta sir, do you have anything to say? Just show me a hand, I'll stop.
Yes, sir.
All is well? Should we do a conversion in this?
Yes, sir, I can do.
Go ahead, sir.
जितना भी प्रॉब्लम है हम लोगों का, जैसे कि किडनी और पैंक्रियास और मेटाबॉलिज्म, ब्रेन और आइज, लंग, ऑडिटरी सिस्टम, लीवर, इंटेस्टाइन, हार्ट, जितना भी इश्यूज है, उसका एक ही उपाय है जो है हाइड्रोजन.
Okay, now let's look at the other benefits. Okay, we don't have to read it. Everybody can read it. Removes toxins, protects, rebuilds eyes vision, protects all organs, faster recovery from physical workouts, reduces fatigue, lowers cholesterol and blood sugar, prevents hearing loss, enhances mitochondrial function, that is, you would find the cellular function, improves joint mobility, anti-aging, which means you can become young. Instead of going and spending money on, make young products, you can just buy this and use this. This is tested. Protect your heart, drink hydrogen water. Tested. Molecular hydrogen can make specifically people who have been affected with COVID-19 damaged lungs. It can help do much better. Shumanta sir, should you do a...
हार्ट के लिए हम लोगों का बहुत अच्छा है ये हाइड्रोजन, और जितना भी जो कोविड-19 के लिए जो लंग्स का भी किसी को भी अगर लंग्स को डैमेज हुआ है तो उसके लिए भी हाइड्रोजन इज बहुत मच बेनिफिशियल है.
And third is going to be for people who are exercising. You would find that that is also going to be helpful. Now, let's understand, let us know our product. What is the importance of the product? This is what the product is. Okay. And what is the technology that is being used? It is called SPE and PEM. Okay. And specifically for hydrogen infusion, it has been accepted that this is the best standards in terms of quality.
आइए अगर हम लोग ये हाइड्रोजन, हम लोगों का जो प्रोडक्ट है हाइड्रोजन वाटर जनरेटर मिनी, इस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में थोड़ा जानकारी ले लेते हैं. ये प्रोडक्ट बनते हैं थोड़ा दो टेक्नोलॉजी से. एक है एसपीई जिसको सॉलिड पॉली इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक टेक्नोलॉजी कहते हैं, और प्रोटॉन एक्सचेंज मेम्ब्रेन टेक्निक कहते हैं.
And this is how the product would be.
प्रोडक्ट ऐसे दिखते हैं.
Okay, cool. Now, what are the waters that can be used? That's the beauty of things. Okay, let me go to the point, and 4 important points. They do not alter the pH of the water, which means it does not enhance, it does not reduce. It can be used. I tried it even on distilled water. It was working. Trust me, I tried on distilled water, which I use for my car batteries. When I tested, it works. They are far less prone to scaling process, because you would find that the technology talking about, it does not scale. But you have to be careful about this. You have to be careful about this. It just said far less prone. It does not say it does not scale. Okay, second point. Third, whatever TDS, okay, TDS stands for total dissolved suspension. Okay, whatever TDS, even if it is reverse osmosis water, we tested, it was working. I tested, I tested with Kinley. I tested with one more crystal clear, and I tested with white gold. Fine. These are all the waters I have tested, and it works with everything. And finally, you would find it also gives you a better output, and it stays for longer time. That is the importance of the benefit or the importance of the particular technology, PEM technology. Sumanta sir.
हाँ, ये जो पानी जो है प्रोटॉन एक्सचेंज जो मेम्ब्रेन जो टेक्नोलॉजी है, इसमें क्या होता है, इसमें पानी का जो पीएच फैक्टर होता है, इसमें ये चेंज नहीं होता है, और रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस जो पानी होता है उसमें भी हम लोग इसको यूज कर सकते हैं.
Now I'm going to just show you studies and reports about molecular hydrogen. So I may speak. If required, I'll take the help of Sumanta sir also. This I just showed you. Okay, potential application for brain related. Second, okay, specifically for radiation therapy. Okay, one study of 49 people with liver cancer showed that drinking hydrogen-rich water for 6 weeks during radiation therapy could improve quality of the life during treatment. So all these things are going to be reports. So you don't have, we don't need a conversion. Got it? First one, what I showed you was, which I showed you earlier, potential application for brain disorder. Second is for radiation therapy. And this, let's go through this. What is PW? PW stands for plain water. HW stands for hydrogenated water. Baseline means the day they started administrating. BAP stands for biological antioxidant potential. Slowly going slow. BAP stands for biological antioxidant potential of the body. So you can see here PW stands for plain water, HW stands for hydrogenated water. So you can see baseline, how it is. And week 4, you can just see hydrogen water has increased. Same case. Are you able to see that? Hydrogen water has increased in this case. Okay. 1 minute. Let me just draw it out and just show it to you. I'll draw it. I have a pointer option, pen. Can you just see this? There is an increase. So this is about the BAP. And the same study also talked about what is called as apoptosis, cell death. And amazingly, you will find that you can just see plain water, okay, and plain water, hydrogenated water. You can just see how much amount of lower amount of dead cells in the body. You can just see here. You have to understand apoptosis, remember, I talked about apoptosis and necrosis, 2 types of cell death. But when somebody has been consuming hydrogenated water, the body's apoptosis level has come down. Okay. Now, Sumatra sir, should you talk about anything in this?
Yes, I am telling
Please,
just one thing that हाइड्रोजन जो पानी होता है ये हम लोग ब्रेन डिसऑर्डर थेरेपी में हम लोग टेस्ट कर सकते हैं और ये एक स्टडी है। स्टडी में देखा गया है कि 49 जो लोगों को लिवर कैंसर है उसमें अगर वो लोग हाइड्रोजन पानी पीते हैं तो 6 हफ्ते के अगर वाटर फॉर 6 वीक्स रेडिएशन थेरेपी के दौरान तो उसमें 6 हफ्ते के अंदर उसमें वो मतलब पेशेंट को मतलब ट्रीटमेंट क्वालिटी में बहुत इंप्रूव आ जाता है।
Good. Now I've explained about this. Now it's going to be just only a demo, and now you can see this is the water, and what is the status of the meter? What does this meter show us? The meter shows us how much amount of dissolved hydrogen is there. This is reverse osmosis water, raindrops, Kinley. Then definitely obvious, you would have known this brand. Tap water, okay, at my home. Okay. Now, what did we do? How do we process this? You would find that, let me just show you. This is how the machine would be. This machine, you will find that we will be able to attach a bottle like this. For example, I try to attach Kinley bottle. It goes inside. Okay. Now, when you have a small bottle like this, if you have a smaller bottle like this, okay, and if you try to attach, it doesn't go inside. So that comes down with an adapter. So all you have to do is attach the adapter and there it goes. I don't have any water. So you just have to connect this to the power. And always use a power bank. Do not directly. Leave it for 6 minutes and you will find that from blue it goes to red. It means it is done. Now let us see what is the status of the water once we have converted 1475. And after 3 hours, 849. So when we talked about slides, we talked about 400, okay, negative 400, okay, fine. And you would find that this is not the ORP. So dissolved hydrogen, you talked about 1000 plus, okay. Actually, I had little difficulty because when I tested, it was not happening. And then I read the manual. Once again, thanks to Shyam. Fine. I read the manual. Manual clearly tells you how to maintain this. Okay, Pushparaj sir, you did not maintain properly. And he was giving me, I was getting 400. But Shyam said, I have seen 1000. So what did we do? All we had to do was do a small cleaning with vinegar. I'm not doing advertisement for the company. Okay, it's a vinegar. So all you have to do is add some water, 3 or 4 drops of vinegar and switch it on. And you will find it starts bubbling with bigger bubbles, which means there are some dirt. So after cleaning, I found my number was 1475. And after 3 hours, it's 849. Now we talked about ORP. Fine, this slide was seen. Now, what is the ORP? So for ORP, Kaelin has given me another meter and it was minus 450. 12. Okay. And after 3 hours, it's minus 365. Now, what am I doing? I'm measuring it on tap water. You can see how it goes from negative to positive.
Positive.
So how we work is a small, an electrode like this. Okay, this is how it is. So all you have to do is dip it inside and you will find that this meter starts showing. So I moved from hydrogenated water to normal water. You can see it's becoming positive. And once again back. Then you can see how oscillating between hydrogenated water and tap water. Now, let me show you something else also. Very interesting. This is sports drink. That is, a lot of sportsmen come down and stay for brain. For example, like Nafain, boost is the secret of my energy, right? Or they say our energy. And something similar to that. A sports drink, and let me not give a name of that, supposed to be accepted and supposed to be consumed by a lot of sports people. And let us just see what is the status of that. Look at it. Hydrogen water. I put it into the so-called sports drink. Actually, because I had limitation of time, I stopped at positive 50. But otherwise, when I leave it, it was going beyond 150. Sports drink. And imagine what will happen. Already the person, because he has been exerting, lot of free radicals are there in the body. Now, when you consume the sports drink, add more free radicals. What nonsense. Now, let me just switch over to the back to our hydrogenated water. And I'll pour it inside. I'll pour the water inside. Hydrogen water, I start pouring. Can you see this? Tuck it becomes. Now do you understand the importance of hydrogen water? I hope this demonstration clearly talks about the difference between the so-called sports drink and hydrogen water. How to maintain them? Remember, use power bank. Do not use directly. Okay, use power bank. Keep it dust free. So you would find that it comes in a box like this. Always keep it closed. Operation time is 6 to 8 minutes. Once in a week or once in 20 operations. Listen carefully. Listen carefully, please. Okay. My advice, do not use any of the ear cleaning materials because they are all made up of cotton. A lot of cotton dust would be there. Instead, get a clean cloth, dip it in vinegar, use that for cleaning. Then what do? Fill it with lukewarm water, add few drops of vinegar, operate it. Let it operate for maybe 5 minutes. It'll stop. Once again, operate it 3 or 4 times. Okay, honestly, I did 10 times to get that output of 1400. So when you do this, this is how it would be. You can just see the bubbles. This bubble is because of that scaling, because of the water's badness. So once the big bubble starts eliminated, and then the product is being maintained properly. Should I read this? Okay, Sumanta sir, read it.
Yes. Should I explain your previous one that how?
Yeah, please, you can.
Okay.
Which one, Sumanta sir?
Sir?
Which one do you want to explain?
Yeah, how to maintain like.
Okay, fine, yeah.
Okay. पावर हाइड्रोजन वाटर जनरेटर मिनी को हम लोग कैसे ठीक रख सकते हैं? इसको हम पावर बैंक यूज कर सकते हैं इसमें, और इसको हमेशा डस्ट फ्री रखना है। और ये हाइड्रोजन जो वाटर होते हैं इसको बनाने में हम लोगों को 6 से 8 मिनट तक टाइम लगेगा। और इसको क्लीन कैसा करना है? हफ्ते में 1 बार और 20 बार ऑपरेशन होने के बाद, और इसको एक क्लीन क्लॉथ एकदम साफ सुथरा कपड़ा लेके और विनेगर में थोड़ा इनको टिप में डिप करके और इनका जो इनर पार्ट होता है, इनर पार्ट को हम लोग क्लीन कर सकते हैं। और कभी कभी इसको हम गर्म जो पानी है, हल्का गर्म जो पानी है, ल्यूकवार्म वाटर कह सकते हैं, उसके साथ हम लोग थोड़ा विनेगर को मिला के और हाइड्रोजन वाटर जनरेटर मशीन के साथ ऑपरेट करके ट्वाइस और थ्राइस टाइम्स हम लोग इसको क्लीन कर सकते हैं।
Okay, any questions?
Sir, already one question has been asked. Sir,
Okay.
can we attach the hydrogen water machine on AquaGuard?
You mean do not mean that is take the water from AquaGuard, put it into a bottle, and then you can use it. Directly, you cannot do that because it works like this. This needs to be attached only to a bottle. Got it? So this comes down with an adapter. This is for bigger bottles, and for smaller bottles, it comes with an adapter. So AquaGuard water can be further hydrogenated by using this. Definitely you can do. I would say do, because it's even good for cooking. I tested this. I'm sorry, I was not able to do a demonstration of that. I tried normal water boiling. It took around 7-8 minutes. I tried with hydrogenated water boiling. It took only 6 minutes. Okay, point number one. And when I started making tea, for example, remember I was sipping our moringa tea. Those tea also tastes better. Trust me, tastes better with hydrogenated water than plain water. Seriously. Those are the findings for this particular week for mine.
Any questions? आपके पास कोई questions होंगे तो आप chat में डाल सकते हैं. No questions.
No questions. I'm sorry, I took a little additional time.
And it's okay, sir, because many everything whatever you said is everything new to us, sir. So actually, through whatever demo you have showed and studies, whatever you said, everything it is new to us, because already we have attended many sessions about this product, but today actually it was a right session at the right time, I have to say. Because last month there was a promo, so whoever is doing 2 points, so they are getting this product as a for the achievers. So many people they have achieved and they have got this product, sir. So that is what right time we had this session.
And start promoting this. This is, I'm telling you, this is an absolutely unique product, something very similar to our, I don't know how to say.
So there was no question, sir. So अभी जो ज्वाइन किए हम सब इसी प्रोडक्ट के बारे में हम लोग बहुत सारे आज हम लोग जान चुके हैं, क्योंकि सर ने बहुत सारे रिसर्च भी हम लोगों को दे दिया और सर एक्चुअली कुछ डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन भी कर दिया, और उसे हम लोग उस हाइड्रोजन जनरेटर वाटर जनरेटर को तो कैसे मेंटेन करना, हाउ टू क्लीन दिस हाइड्रोजन वाटर जनरेटर मिनी, सब कुछ हम लोग आज जान चुके हैं. तो क्योंकि लास्ट मंथ में जो 2 पॉइंट अचीव किए सब लोगों को, सो कंग्रेचुलेशन टू ऑल द अचीवर्स. आप सबके पास ये प्रोडक्ट अभी आपको मिलेंगे, और आज का सेशन डेफिनेटली इट विल बी ए यूजफुल सेशन, और ये प्रोडक्ट को कैसे हो यूज करना और इसमें क्या क्या बेनिफिट है. सो पहले भी मैंने बताया, तो ये तो एक यूनिक प्रोडक्ट है. सो इस प्रोडक्ट से हम लोगों को इतना सारा बेनिफिट है, और इस प्रोडक्ट को हम लोग कैसे मेंटेन करना, ये सब कुछ हम लोग आज का सेशन में हम लोग जान चुके हैं. सो ए वेरी बिग थैंक्स टू मिस्टर श्रीधर आरुमुगसामी सर, क्योंकि सर ने हम लोगों को इतना एफर्ट दे दिया. सो वंस अगेन आई शुड से ए वेरी बिग थैंक्स टू मिस्टर श्रीधर आरुमुगसामी सर.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Diwali to all of you.
Yes, sir. And thanks to Mr. Sumanta Sarkar also, because
thank you, Sumanta sir.
Yes, sir. Whatever you said, so sir also, Mr. Sumanta also, he was translating to us. So once again, thanks to Mr. Sumanta Sarkar. आज जो ज्वाइन किए, so सब लोगों को दिवाली की शुभकामनाएं. So wish you all a very happy Diwali. So once again, I wanted to thank all the members who have joined today. So आज का सेशन हम लोगों को एक informative सेशन था. आज का सेशन जो who have missed today's session, so मैं आपको ग्रुप में वो लिंक में शेयर करती हूँ, नहीं तो केलिंग यूट्यूब चैनल में इसी सेशन हम लोग अपलोड करते हैं. So those who have missed today's session उस यूट्यूब नहीं तो लिंक में आप देख सकते हैं. सो सब लोगों को धन्यवाद मैं धन्यवाद बताना चाहती हूँ। और ऐसे सेशन केलिंक मैनेजमेंट ने ऐसे सेशन को अरेंज किए। So once again, thanks to K-Link management and our K-Link India director, Mr. Jagdishan Subramaniam sir also. So thank you all and thank you so much.
Thank you, Saranya.
Thank you. See you next month.
Wish you all a happy Diwali.